Tell us a little bit about yourselves and why you wanted to get into the film industry and why you wanted to become a director, Matt, and you wanted to become a DP, Mike.
When I was a kid, I did a lot of acting as a kid. Did like theatre at school, and I used to write stories at home, drawing, and lots of that kind of crap. Like would make little books and things like that. And when I was in year 7, I got cast in a short film, and they were really good. They like showed me how to use the clapperboard and how the camera worked. And from then on, I just kind of wanted to make films.
I went to a school that had a kind of very media video focus as well, but I'd always loved making images. I grew up with my parents' stills camera. In school, it was one of the things that kind of made sense to my brain, taking images, and it always felt natural to me. And that obviously, something that I just pursued, chased all through high school, uni.
Having a podcaster as like the main part of the film, why did you want to have a podcaster as the main part of the film?
The original idea I pitched to Lucy and Bettina was about a psychologist interviewing people after an alien abduction, and it would be like in a room therapy sessions, and you would gradually piece together this thing. And Bettina, the producer, pitched the podcast idea. She was excited. She felt there was something in the zeitgeist, the idea of truth being very malleable, the idea of new media kind of being able to manipulate audiences in interesting ways. That felt like it had more thematic resonance to us about what we were talking about. Could we do an alien invasion story that at its heart it would be about who gets to control narrative these days? It's new media, it's podcasting, it's social media. These things that have less safeguards in place, less checks and balances around truth and ethics and those kinds of things.
There was a lot of shot in that house, like a big glass window. I wanted to ask, was there a lot of natural lighting used in this film, or did you have to manipulate it a bit?
It wasn't a massive budget film, so we were always going to have to roll with the punches, what the weather and the time of day gave us. So with giant windows like that, you are setting your exposure to what the window, and then you're supplementing and finessing and shaping and just trying to keep consistency, because sun goes from the right-hand side across to the left-hand side throughout the day, and we're shooting massive monologue pieces over the course of half a day. Just keeping consistency was a challenge, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
All the global success Monolith's been getting, obviously, you said South by Southwest. Did you think it would go this far?
The aim of the film was to get into a good festival. You never know if you're going to, but that was the point for us. We want to go to festivals. That's going to really help us as filmmakers. We were not expecting to get in South by Southwest, but we were definitely hoping for it. It was like always our aim. Really rewarding to get to go.
It was great. I hadn't been to a big festival like that before, so it was a great time. Just an amazing experience. I hope to do it again one day.
Show us your tattoo, Mike. Show us your tattoo. This is from the movie, right? But then in Austin, Mike got a little one too. Yeah.
We had some drinks celebrating, and we're on the main street of Austin, and I got a Monolith tattoo.
Yeah, right on. I would like to be clear as well that I was a few drinks deep, but I did turn to you before and said, Mike, don't let this be about peer pressure. If you don't want this, don't get it. And you were like, nah, man, let's do it.
It was all peer pressure. Everyone. It was all peer pressure.
I want to tell you a story. All you have to do is listen.